All right, guys, let's go ahead and break down the weekend recap here and get things kicked off here. I'm actually out on the week. We have that weekly candle close right through here. And as you can see up here at the top, we have a low of 106,226 and a high of 116,398 for the last week that we just came through. And we also closed out the month during that. And you can see that I drew this. If you looked at the weekend, or the recap that came out on Saturday morning, it was Friday. We kind of talked about this weekly and how the candle was going to close and what we were watching for. And you can see through here, if I zoom in, you can see the weekly levels here from this candle right here. So you have a low down here that's set up about 106,516 for the volume area low. The point of control right now is 110,000, and then you have the volume area high from last week's candle up at 113,000 basically. So those are key levels in the sand, line in the sand here. The point of control is critical for us to kind of either we're going to break or break down. Now we do have our lines on here as well for the week to kind of watch some key levels here. So we're just kind of watching this. Like I said, I talked more about this on the recap from Friday and Saturday. So if you had watched that, you can see a lot more details on that. But as of right now, obviously we're breaking down. This is a pretty strong line in the sand that we were looking at. You can see we already had come down and tested this back in October 6th range that week. We had come down and tested this. And then over the rest of the month, we kind of just played out, but we couldn't really recover back up through the 114,000. We had a hard time. We also have a strong resistance at the 112,500 level. And then you can see if we squeeze it down even tighter, that's what I was just talking about with that 110,000 range for us. So as of right now, the nice thing is the stochastics and everything are kind of bottoming out, but nothing has turned yet on the other indicators. They do still show that they want to go down. The daily right now isn't fully wanting to just break down, but it's still in the bearish territory. It hasn't shown that it's done yet, and that's why I want to kind of wait for the longer time frames to kind of show that they want to roll over. Now, if you go into the 4-hour coming out of the weekend, we're kind of back down here. The low that we saw on Thursday going into Friday, and kind of just went flat again through the weekend, and then we lost it, and we're kind of back down these low levels, which is critical. This is kind of what I'm looking for. I talked about this all last week. These are from the daily charts. We have a leftover here ahead and kind of this right build out, and this is kind of the baseline right through here, which is right around that 100 where we're sitting right now, or just below it. So I'm looking, if this starts to break down, these are kind of the areas I'm looking for it to kind of start to drive down to. So 102,500 range, and then you can see this basically 100,000 give or take, and then it could even drop down even lower. Now they could wick down here. Was it going to trade and stay down here? Who knows, right? But that is a possibility, and I'm not even really concerned about that. This is a further time frame out. I'm just showing you this to kind of say that, hey, we're starting to get down into the end of this kind of this pattern. Let's see if we're going to break down further. And this is off that daily, and we're looking at the 4-hour. The 1 hour is the same. Right now it's showing that it kind of wants to reverse and come back up, but you can see all this resistance up here that it has to fight back through as well. So now we're getting into that 15-minute candle. Like I said, this was kind of that Thursday coming into Friday, and then we just flatlined through the weekend. In the meantime, though, even on the 15, everything kind of reset and put bearish pressure on the charts. If you dig into right now in this early morning setup, we're starting to get into where we're kind of going neutral, but it does show that it could have that downwards pressure through the first part of the week. We'll just have to watch, and we'll just continue to read price action after this weekend. But again, this is why I say always be careful through the weekend. Trading, you can see it really didn't give you a whole lot of opportunity. Just kind of a sideways price action, and then it started to break down. You can see how it treated the moving averages as well. That's what we like to point out. So when it was above it, we started to look for a possible breakout. But as we came back down, it came neutral, and then started to lose it. We had to start looking at more bearish behavior, and now we are looking at, let's go ahead and start analyzing price action again. So that's about it, guys. Just kind of showing you some key levels for us that we're getting beginning of the week after we come out of the weekend. So go ahead and like and subscribe. Watch this week as we do the recaps and do the lives on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And go ahead and start learning how to trade and take advantage of your financial future. But again, no financial advice here. We're just here to help you learn and read price action. So like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.